The EU recently banned titanium dioxide in foods because its safety could not be guaranteed in terms of genotoxicity, and its effects on reproductive health are unknown. It's made headlines in the United States for laws regarding its use in Skittles and other food products. What's the story with titanium dioxide, and why is it banned for use in the EU and other countries but not in the United States? Discovered in 1821 and mass-produced for industrial uses such as pigment in paint, beginning around 1913 to 1916, titanium dioxide was first approved by the FDA for use in food products in 1966 under the condition that titanium dioxide content must not exceed 1% of the total food weight of a product. The EU later authorized the use of titanium dioxide in food in 1969. Since then, titanium dioxide has been being used in candy, gum, cheese, sauce, ice cream, medicine, and even plant-based chicken. It's also used in cosmetics for pigment and as a thickening agent and in sunscreen as a UV filter. In medicinal products, titanium dioxide is used as an excipient, which is a thickener or bulking agent. The active ingredients of some medicines are essentially diluted in titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is still allowed to be used in food and in medicinal products in the United States, but in 2019 it was actually banned for food use in France. Following suit, the EU banned it in 2022. So why, if it isn't toxic and if it is actually safe to consume, was titanium dioxide banned for food use in Europe? While titanium dioxide isn't acutely toxic and won't kill you dead in any immediate sense, there's increasing concern that it could be toxic in a different way. Although the consumption of titanium dioxide might appear generally safe, France and the EU could not rule out any potential damage from genotoxicity in regards to consuming titanium dioxide. Genotoxicity is the ability of a substance to damage genetic material of cells, which may lead to carcinogenic effects. There's concern that consuming an unknown amount of titanium dioxide might contribute to developing cancer. This concern comes from the presence of nanoparticles in titanium dioxide. Nanoparticles are a cause of concern because studies on rats and mice have shown that nanoparticles can pass through the intestinal barrier, accumulate in the intestine and cause pre-neoplastic lesions, promote anxiety, increase the number of adenomas in the colon, induce hypertrophy and hyperplasia in goblet cells, and disrupt gut microbiota composition and function. Although food-grade titanium dioxide should contain only bigger microparticles, nanoparticles are thought to be mixed with the bigger microparticles that make it into food products. In addition to this, the effects of consuming titanium dioxide on the reproductive system are still unknown. If titanium dioxide is banned in the EU and other countries, why is it not banned in the United States? From chewing gum to plant-based chicken, and from Skittles to Tylenol, not to mention industrial uses, titanium dioxide is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There are probably multi-billions of reasons why it's not banned in the US, but the short answer is GRAS, or generally regarded as safe. The FDA and Health Canada have found no conclusive evidence that titanium dioxide is a threat to human health. These health institutions claim that the toxicity of titanium dioxide, when administered as part of the diet, may be reduced since proteins and other molecules can bind to the titanium dioxide molecules. They also state that the FDA has reviewed the EU findings and assert that the EU's opinion confirms that there's no general or organ toxicity and no effects on reproductive toxicity. The uncertainty and the fact that it's extremely difficult to study the effects of individual ingredients' long-term effects on health should be enough to make most of us wonder if it's actually a good idea to consume any amount of ingredients that could be harmful. Commenters on posts regarding food safety in the US versus the EU point out that it's a difference in philosophy. The US policy tends to require studies to prove ingredients are dangerous, whereas the EU requires studies to prove that ingredients are safe. Maybe generally regarded as safe is a bit too general and a bit not specific enough? Let's finish up by addressing medicine that uses titanium dioxide. The EU bill banning the use of titanium dioxide in food explains that prohibiting its use in medicinal products could disrupt the supply chain of medicine to people that need it, which would have negative effects on the patients that need the medicine. The EU bill states that further research into alternatives for medicinal products should be conducted, but the process of finding alternative, safer ingredients for medicinal products could take years to complete. On the surface, it seems like an easy fix. The safety profile of titanium dioxide is questionable. It's basically used as a bulking agent for pills, so just use a different, safer ingredient as the bulking agent. Unfortunately, when the formulation of a pill is changed, the new formula probably needs to go through stringent safety and efficacy testing, which not only takes time, but costs a lot of money as well. But maybe there's still hope. Maybe the long-term health of patients that need medications that also contain titanium dioxide will take precedence, and alternative, safer excipients will be used instead of the ones that have been banned for use in food in Europe. The fact is, with the potential of genotoxicity from titanium dioxide, there's no guarantee that it's safe. The EU guidelines clearly state this. On the US side of this issue, lawsuits against Skittles and other food products that use titanium dioxide have recently been dismissed. So what's better, the US policy's stance of requiring companies to prove that an ingredient is harmful, or the EU's stance of requiring companies to prove that an ingredient is safe? Whether or not you choose to consume foods containing titanium dioxide is ultimately up to you. So how can we judge the risks for ourselves? The solution right now is to stay informed about the changing health guidelines and safety profiles, and actively seek out any new information regarding ingredients in our food and medicine.